Title: The Creature Under This School. Beneath the polished floors and cheerful chatter of St. Helena's Academy, something ancient stirred. Students came and went, teachers lectured, bells rang. All while a secret pulsed beneath the foundation, buried deep in forgotten tunnels that even the janitors avoided. It began long before anyone alive could remember, before the school was built, before the town even had a name. The land had once been a marsh, black and whispering, said to devour whatever wandered too close. When the builders laid the first stones, their hammers rang hollow. Some said they heard knocking from below. Others said it wasn't an echo at all, but something answering. For decades, St. Helena's stood proud, its crimson brick walls sheltering generations of bright young minds. Yet, every few years, one student would vanish, quietly, without trace or explanation. They were written off as runaways, their names slowly fading from memory, except for the whispers that spread among students after dark. Whispers about footsteps echoing in the boiler room when no one was there, about scratching noises beneath the floors during morning assembly, about the smell, a faint, metallic scent that lingered by the basement door. Amara Wills was not one to believe in ghost stories. A scholarship student with a sharp mind and a sharper tongue, she prided herself on seeing through superstition. But when her best friend, Elias, disappeared one autumn morning, something inside her fractured. He'd left his backpack in their classroom. His phone, his jacket, even his half-finished essay, all untouched. He simply vanished between second and third period. The teachers said he must have gone home early. The police said he probably ran away. But Amara knew better. Elias was terrified of the dark. He never went anywhere without telling her. So that night, when the campus fell silent, Amara slipped out of her dorm with a flashlight and followed the sound she had heard every night since Elias vanished. A faint tapping, rhythmic, patient, coming from the old boiler room beneath the east wing. The air grew colder as she descended. The smell hit her first, rust and rot, sharp enough to sting her eyes. The walls were damp, pulsing faintly with condensation. Her footsteps echoed like a warning. Then she found the door, steel, with claw marks etched deep into its surface. A sign hung crookedly, "Do not enter maintenance only." She turned the handle. Inside, the air was thick and alive, humming with a low vibration that she felt in her chest. Pipes stretched along the ceiling like veins. Steam hissed. The floor was slick, and from the far corner came the tapping. She raised her flashlight and froze. It wasn't Elias. A figure crouched near a broken pipe, pale and skeletal, its eyes wide and milky. It tilted its head, and in that dim light, Amara saw its mouth, stitched crudely with rusted wire. The tapping came from its hands, long bony fingers tapping the floor in a desperate rhythm. Then it stopped. Slowly, it turned toward her. Amara stumbled back, her light shaking. The creature moved closer, dragging its limbs with a grotesque grace. When it reached the edge of the beam, it lifted its head and whispered through the wire, a voice like wind through glass. "Help me!" She wanted to run, but something about its voice, the broken sorrow in it, held her still. It reached toward her, trembling, and when its sleeve slipped, she saw a bracelet, red thread, the same one Elias always wore. Her flashlight flickered. Once, twice, then darkness. She ran. Behind her, the creature screamed, a sound that rattled the pipes and shook dust from the ceiling. She burst through the door, slamming it shut, chest heaving. But even through the metal, she could hear it whispering. Her name, over and over. The next morning, the school carried on as if nothing had happened. No one spoke of Elias. His desk was gone, his name erased from the attendance sheets. Even the teachers looked confused when Amara mentioned him, like the memory had been plucked clean from their minds. Days turned into weeks. The tapping stopped, but Amara began to notice small things. Reflections in windows that weren't hers, shadows that stretched the wrong way, the faint hum beneath her feet that matched her heartbeat exactly. One night, she woke to find her bedroom floor damp. The smell of rust filled the air, and from beneath her bed, a whisper, almost free. Amara vanished the next day. Her dorm was left untouched, the sheets rumpled, the lamp still on. Only her notebook remained, open on the desk. On the last page, written in shaky ink, "It's not a creature, it's us, the forgotten. It feeds on who the school forgets." Years passed. New students arrived. The old building stood as proud as ever. And in the evenings, when the wind was still, if you stood in the east wing, you might hear tapping from below. Faint and pleading. Some say it's just the pipes. Others swear it's the sound of hands, reaching, trying to remember their names. But every now and then, when the school bell rings and the floorboards tremble, the smell of rust drifts through the hallways. And for just a moment, if you listen closely, you'll hear a voice beneath your feet. Soft, sorrowful, and almost grateful. "Thank you for remembering."